Okay. Hello everybody.
Hello, teacher.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So guys, first I want to introduce myself, and then I want you to introduce yourself. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. I am Mojtaba Afaridan from Iran. We are Iranian here in Malaysia, and this is Iranian school which is named Emamkhomeini school. Yeah. Khomeini school. It is in Kuala Lumpur, in Malaysia. Yeah. So I'm from Iran, Khuzestan, and my city is Bolhasani. Yeah. Okay. Can you introduce yourself, please?
I'm Rastin Rasoli from Tehran. Iran, Tehran.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm BeniAmin Abonajmi from Iran and Fars, and
My city.
my city is. I'm Ebrahim Abonajmi. I'm from Iran, Fars, and my city is Khomeini.
Okay. You.
My name is Mahta, Bolhasani, and I'm from Iran, and my city is.
Yeah. And you.
I'm Ghaleghovand, and I'm from Iran, and my city is Tehran.
Yeah. And this city. Yeah. Okay.
I'm
Okay,
Zahra
sorry.
Alibeigi from Iran, and my city is Islam.
Yeah, okay. So this is 4th grade. I'm teacher of 4th grade, yeah. And this is my students, yeah. As they introduce themselves, okay? So I want one of my students to explain one of her, let's say, memories, yeah. Okay, so you, Diana, can you go ahead, please?
Okay, so it was like, I think 3 months ago, I was in Tehran because I flew from here to Tehran. And then I saw all my family, and I was so shocked because 2 of my favorite nieces came, and my grandfather also, and I was so happy. So me and my mom go and take our luggages, and we go out of like the glass thing. And then I was so happy. They brought me a beautiful rose in a package, and I really liked it. I hugged them. And when I go to their home, it was very good because I saw my aunt, I saw my grandma, and it was very happy because I didn't see them for a long time, so I really missed them. And then all my nieces and everybody was there. So one time, me and my niece with my aunt go to the beach, and it was so fun. We made a sand castle. We brought some of our shells, and then we go home, and we had to go back to our own house. That's right. Me and my aunt and my niece and my mom, they took us to our home, and it was so much fun, and that's all it.
Oh, really? I think you enjoyed it. They were your cousin or your niece?
There were some, like both of them were there.
I mean, your father, brother, son, and daughter, like that, or yeah, your cousin, I think. Yeah.
My cousin
yeah.
and
Yes, your cousin. So you enjoyed.
yeah.
And
It's a very.
how long have you been here? And then after that, you went to Iran.
I think 5 years. Yeah, 5 years.
5 years you've been here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's very hard to not see your family, and then when you see them, you'll be shocked.
Oh,
and
it
you're so
means
happy.
after 5 years you went.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So it's very hard.
Yeah.
My
And
grandma.
amazing, yeah.
Yeah, my grandma was crying because it was a very happiness. And
How old are you now?
now I'm 9 years old.
So 9 years. It means when you was 4 years, you came here in Malaysia,
Yeah,
and
when
then
I
you
was
didn't
4.
back. You didn't
No.
go back Iran for
So I
5
was very
years.
small when I came here, and it was very hard because I couldn't talk English, and I didn't have a lot of friends. And when I want English, they just made fun of me because I didn't even talk English. I was just saying something else. But after a few years or a few months, weeks, I know how to talk English, and now I'm here.
Oh, good, good, good. Did your cousin know you after 5 years you were in America? Did they know
She
you?
was like, hi.
Just that, yeah?
Yeah, she wasn't so, but yeah, she was shocked and she wasn't very okay with me. But after a few weeks, because we stayed in Tehran for a few months, after a few weeks, we were like sisters. We were so sisters. We always played together, and then our shyness went away. So.
Okay, good, good, good. Amazing, really. Fantastic story. Yeah. Okay, so what we have to do now?
Maybe
what
you should tell us a story. A short
Wow, you want me to tell a story?
Yeah.
Which one do you want?
A scary story. Spooky time.
No. Which, as I told you, a few of my stories. Okay, so which one do you like now? Which one you want?
The ghost. Yeah, the ghost.
Oh, the ghost.
Yes,
oh
ghost.
my gosh. Yeah.
Yay!
You mean that dream I had? Yeah.
No, the ghost.
Ghost. Which one?
Your grandma told
I know. Which one? I don't know.
The grandma that you.
Oh, you want me to explain the story of my grandma?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. You know, I have a good relation with my, let's say I'm close to my grandmother. Let's say my maternal grandmother. Maternal grandmother, I mean mother of my mother.
Yeah.
Okay, or my mother's mother. So when I go to her, I ask about her past, and I say what happened to you in the past. Yeah, you have to know the way or the style of their life is something all that is different with us. Let's say. So one day I went to her and I don't know. I asked about the ghost. Maybe I asked about the ghost. I don't know something.
I think it's a spirit because spirits are bad and ghosts are humans.
Yeah, exactly. No. I had a dream. I had a dream of ghost. So I explained my dream, and then my grandmother she confirmed my dream. Oh, so first I tell you what was my dream. Okay, and then after that I tell you the story of my grandmother. I dreamed me and my cousin we wanted to enter one cave. You know cave?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the one
Yeah, exactly. So we wanted to enter the cave, and we went there to play. We went there to play something like what is called something like making or building the house, by stones. By stones, yeah. I just it was a dream, just a dream. That's all. So when we wanted to enter the cave, suddenly one old woman, she came out of the cave, and then she had like long hair, very dirty, and big eyes. Yeah, and old. Yeah. So.
It was like a witch.
Yeah. So when I saw her, I just asked my cousin to run away, to escape. Okay, we started escaping of her. Okay, we let's say we ran away maybe for let's say
A while?
not a while, for maybe 9 meters, 10 meters like that, and then she was approaching to me. She was approaching to me to catch me. Then I just started screaming, and I woke up with a scream. You understand?
Yeah.
Like something like that.
And you
Okay.
waked up from your own voice.
Yeah. I woke up with my own voice, and it was a real, really. I dream. I had such a dream. It is not like a story. It is a real. Yeah, it was
Real.
real. Yeah, real thing happened to me. So I went to my grandmother and I explained to her. That cave is in countryside. That cave, I had dream about it. It was in countryside. Okay, so I told her I had such a dream, and I explained to her my dream. I said I had a dream about that cave. The cave is behind behind my grandfather's cottage. I don't want to say house. It is something like a, you know, the rooms or the house. Let's say the house was built by
Mud?
by mud and stone, by mud and stone and wood.
It was old.
Yeah, it was an old, yeah. Behind them, there it was that cave, behind the house. Okay, so I told her I had such a dream about that cave behind your house. I told and she confirmed. She said yes, that house has genia, or that house has a ghost. And I really got shocked. I said, why do you think really? She said, I have a fantastic story. Let's say, she said, it is really scary. Yeah, it is scary. And I told her, could you explain to me? She said, yeah, okay. So she started explaining. She said, I was in that house with she said I had 2 kids in that period, in that time. And she said I was alone. For example, in this house, and my husband parents, they were in another house, but something like nearby me. Yeah, she said I was alone because she said because my husband, he went to, I don't know, another place to bring something. So that night I was alone. And she said the winter in that period was very difficult and very horrible. And also she talked about the coldness, like and snow and what is called, and a terrible wind. You know, a terrible wind,
Yeah.
like that. Yeah. She said it was night. Yeah, it was night, and then I asked my kids to eat something, to eat
Food.
the food
Dinner.
or dinner, and then I asked them to try to sleep soon because of the weather.
The
because
weather
of
was
the-
very cold.
very cold like that. So she said I scared maybe they get cold. Maybe they get cold. Then she said when they slept, I tried to light the fire. Because you know they light the fire with wood or with herbs.
Yeah, because they didn't have.
Yeah, they didn't. Yeah, they didn't have something like
Match.
something like store or something like that. Yeah. Okay, it was countryside. It was in mountain. Yeah. She said that after when they slept, I tried to sleep. Then at last, she said at last I slept, and suddenly I just hear someone is chowing. You know chowing?
Crunching.
Yeah, chowing like that. She said I hear the voice of what's called?
Tree.
Yeah,
Eating.
not only chewing, the waste of
crunch.
yeah,
The crunch.
the waste of someone teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like
Someone coming.
It was like it was
No, it's someone comment. She said I hear someone is eating something, okay?
in the
and
kitchen, like somebody
yeah,
is
his
eating
teeth
something.
makes a lot noise,
Like this,
like
yeah.
that, like chewing.
Like this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly like this. Yeah. Okay. And then she said, I scared. I said, who is this one? And in this weather, it is raining.
Yeah, who could be in the house in this
Yeah.
weather?
Yeah. So she said, I woke up and then I just stand and look. I saw one person. He was sitting. Yeah. He was sitting and then he was eating the bread, the local bread they had, okay? He was sitting, let's say, beside the bread box and he was eating
The bread plate.
Yeah, exactly, the bread plate, the bread box, okay? They had one box to keep the bread. Then she said, at first I scared. I said, maybe really, and I'm dreaming. Okay? And I just looked at him, let's say I stared. You know the meaning of a stare?
Yeah,
I
it was like
stared
this.
at his face. And no, at last I found out he's a human, he's a man, something like that. And I just looked at him and he also looked at me. Yeah, looked at
How
me.
do I?
How was like the shape of it?
He said, yeah, I asked him this question. I asked my grandmother this question. I said, really, he was a human or an animal? She said, no, exactly a human. Her, let's say his hands, his feet, all like a human. And I said, just he didn't have hair. He had something like wool.
Yeah, instead of hair,
Like a
he had
monkey.
wool.
Like a
He had wool.
No, not like a monkey.
Like a sheep.
Just the wool like a sheep. The shape completely like a human. The shape completely
Instead
like
of
a
hair, it was
like a hair of a dog.
Yeah, and she said my body started to shake. I couldn't do. I mean, I just stopped talking and just asked him, please, if it is possible, eat whatever you want,
Let's go.
and yeah, just leave me and my kids. He said, I asked him, please don't hurt me and my let's say my kids. Just eat and go. He said he just ate for a few minutes and then he left the house.
I have a question. Like, he couldn't eat a human? That you're...
No, he I don't know about. He said he was not like a monster. You know monster.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he was not like a monster. He was a human. Just a human, yeah. Like me and you. Exactly, like me and you.
But
So-
instead of hair, he had wool.
Yeah, maybe that, let's say maybe that hair, it was not black, it was white. So that's the reason my grandmother say it was wool, not hair.
The actual hair that we have.
Yeah, hair and wool, they are same, but with different color,
Yeah.
with different colors. Let's say wool is more thick,
Yeah,
more
fluffy,
tough, yeah,
curly.
more tough
Yeah,
than
fluffy, curly.
curly and more tough. They are a little also dirty, you know.
Yeah.
But this is clean.
Yeah, I said, and I asked her, so what happened? She said I couldn't stay there anymore. I just left the house and went to my husband's parents. I asked, yeah, they asked me what's happened and I
She
explained to
lives
them. Yeah. And I said for them, for my husband and for my other parents, it was a normal story, normal happening. They asked me, no problem, someone, okay, he was hungry and then it just came to, yeah, they told me maybe it
They
is,
don't get the fear.
yes, yeah, they didn't get fear, they didn't scare, it was a normal thing for them.
Yeah, it was like the boy just came 100
Yeah,
times in their
that's
house.
what I mean. Yeah, exactly. So she said, then I prefer to sleep with them. They went to they took my children, my kids there, and I slept with them. She said I had something like fever for, fever.
Yeah.
She said I had fever for 2-3 days, and then guys, yeah. Every year I ask her. Every year I ask her about this story because it is really amazing and I like to hear about it. Then I cannot believe. That's the big problem. I cannot believe. I asked her this story because I want to see really she explained the same story or she changed some parts. But I see. Every year, it is maybe 20 years ago, she explained this story to me. 20 years ago. And every year I asked her and she explained the same story.
It didn't change.
No, didn't change anything. And she believed it was something like ghost, something like genius.
Spirit.
Yeah, she said like that. But I don't know, maybe. Yeah,
So
that's my
the
story.
end of the spooky story.
Yeah. Okay, guys, thank you for listening to my story.
Thank
And
you,
you-
teacher, for listening.
Yeah, thank you for listening, and also thank you, Diana, to explain your story. It was really well, good, fantastic. Okay, and then could you shake your hand? Bye.
Thank you.